Chitti-la-la, story time.
Rapunzel. Once upon a time, in a cozy little village, there lived a joyful couple who eagerly awaited the arrival of their first child. Right next to their home lay a charming garden, boasting the lushest, most vibrant cabbages anyone had ever laid eyes on. This garden belonged to a witch, known for her magical powers and her love for her plants. One day, the wife saw the cabbages and wanted nothing more but to eat them. "I must have those cabbages," she told her husband, "or I'll be really sad." Her loving husband, wanting to make her happy, waited until it was dark, climbed over the garden wall, and grabbed the crunchiest cabbage for his wife. The wife was delighted and craved even more. But, oh no, the next time he went for cabbage, the witch caught him.
"How dare you steal my cabbages?"
she exclaimed.
Please.
The husband pleaded.
My wife, she's having a baby and she really wants your cabbages.
The witch thought for a moment and then said,
"All right, you can have the cabbages, but in return you must give me your first child."
The couple was heartbroken, but they agreed, hoping the witch might forget. Time passed, and a beautiful baby girl was born. They named her Rapunzel. But, as promised, the witch came and took Rapunzel away. She placed Rapunzel in a secluded, tall tower in the forest. Though she was supposed to be mean, the witch couldn't help but like Rapunzel. As Rapunzel got older, she and the witch had so much fun together. They told each other funny stories, played goofy games, and laughed a lot. Rapunzel was like a bright, shining light that made the witch feel happy. Rapunzel's golden hair grew longer and longer because the witch, not knowing much about kids, never thought to cut her hair. Rapunzel, always curious, would ask, "Why can't I go outside?"
"The world is too scary. You're safe here with me."
the witch would reply. But as the seasons changed and Rapunzel grew up, things started to change a bit. The witch, who got busy with her magic, couldn't visit Rapunzel as much. Now, she could only come by once a week. Rapunzel began to feel lonely in her tower, missing the fun times they used to have. She made friends with birds and sang songs to pass the time. The witch, fearing Rapunzel would escape, had magically removed the stairs of the tower. Now, the only way up was Rapunzel's long golden hair. When the witch visited, she'd call,
"Rapunzel, Rapunzel, let down your hair."
Rapunzel would then let her hair down, and the witch would climb up. One sunny day, a prince, lost in the forest, heard Rapunzel singing.
What a lovely voice.
He thought. He found the tower and watched the witch climb up Rapunzel's hair. After the witch left, he tried it too.
Rapunzel, Rapunzel, let down your hair.
Who are you?
Rapunzel asked, surprised.
I'm a prince, and I heard your beautiful voice. Can I come up to visit you?
He asked.
Yes, please do.
Rapunzel smiled, and so the prince climbed up the tower. They quickly became friends and spent hours talking. As the prince and Rapunzel's meetings became more frequent, their days were filled with laughter, stories, and dreams shared under the sheltering sky of the tower's window. Rapunzel dreamed of exploring enchanted forests full of secrets and places with skies of new colors. The thought of leaving her tower to see the wide, beautiful world filled her with an exciting happiness she had never known before. Seeing Rapunzel so happy and full of dreams, the prince promised he would talk to the witch about letting Rapunzel leave the tower. Their plan seemed perfect until the witch, suspecting something, decided to make a surprise visit the next day. She saw the prince climbing the tower with Rapunzel's help. Furious at this betrayal, the witch waited for the prince to leave and then confronted Rapunzel. In her anger, she scolded Rapunzel and cut off her beautiful long hair as punishment. She also planned to turn the prince blind. The very next day, when the prince returned, eager to see Rapunzel, the witch, holding the cut hair, tricked him. She dropped the hair out the window, and the prince climbed up, not realizing what awaited him. As he reached the top and saw not Rapunzel but the witch with Rapunzel's hair in her hands, his heart sank. Enraged at the sight, he drew his sword at lightning speed, intending to protect Rapunzel at all costs. Rapunzel intervened.
She's like my mother. Please leave her alive.
Rapunzel said. By the time the witch realized what Rapunzel had just said, the spell had worked, and the prince was blind. In that moment, everything changed. The witch felt ashamed and knew she had to make amends. She didn't mean to hurt him or Rapunzel. She just didn't want to be alone. Rapunzel's kindness and love for her melted the witch's heart. She used her magic to restore Rapunzel's hair and the prince's vision.
Forgive me.
She whispered, her voice shaking.
I've seen through your eyes the power of compassion.
From that day forward, the witch vowed to use her powers for good. Rapunzel and the prince, grateful for her change of heart, invited her to be part of their lives. Together, they returned to the kingdom, where they were greeted with joy and celebration. Rapunzel also reunited with her parents. And so they all lived happily ever after, their lives enriched by forgiveness and understanding. The end.
Like, share, and subscribe for more.